Mawarid Finance. فالك طيب.
I think the entire day, a lot of insights, a lot of information, a lot of talking, a lot of guidance from experts in XYZ. So I'm just going to pivot a little bit and talk to you about all of this AI stuff and all of this technology that needs to be put together and all of the stuff that's all good that we're moving towards in the next generation, just to bring it down a level and to actually say that before all that actually starts happening, or while concurrently that's happening, there's a reality in the underlying. And that reality, at the end of it, I'm going to try and keep it pretty short, but at the end of it, I'll show you a 30-second video, which just changes the dynamics a little bit. So I'm not going to talk to every slide, to every point. I'm going to pull out possibly one point on every slide, and just that's the emphasis. Throughout the conversations during the day, we've heard a couple of times the word trust, education, cybersecurity, all good words, but I think we now need to put those things into practice, and we now need to enable them to ensure, because it is our, and I'm a banker for many years in the region here, maybe 20, 25 years in the region here. I see the brand starting to becoming less and trust in a brand starting to become more. So trust will become the issue as opposed to the brand as we move forward, in my view anyway. So I think for where we are right now, I think the last point is probably the biggest one. It's about ethical AI agents, and ethical digital trust. You're going to see that word trust in a few times, but it's about ethical trust. That is the point that I really want to emphasize on here, is about the ethical. Without ethical trust, the landscape is changing. I think many people have spoken about that, whether that is via SME or whether that is via cross-border transactions or payment channels or other ecosystems that's there. But I think what is starting to happen, and we're seeing it in the region here with NISA and the government taking a big role on this, is increasing complexity on how to manage and how to govern AI. That's going to come down. It's going to come down to all of us, and we're all going to need to understand how that works and how to apply that as we go along in our business. And I think the next probably important point is data processing. Data processing is becoming huge. There is no way anybody, even quantum computing as it's going to come around, may be able to help, but it's becoming the biggest bottleneck now to manage and or sift through and or digitalize from a fraud detection perspective and other perspectives. So yeah, the landscape is changing. These are going to probably the first two, the more important activity that we're going to need to look at. What is the role of AI in compliance? I think whilst we'll automate regulatory stuff, I think cognizant documentation is already there, but I think the continuous control and monitoring of risk before escalation, that is where we need to get to. We're still in the reactive processes. Some claim to be proactive, but we're still pretty much in a reactive type environment. Let's see how that AI or that AI ethical agents helps us get through all of this. I think for fraud detection, the issue for me is not behavioral biometrics. I think we're already seeing that with eye scanning and if you go through Emirates, you'll see how that works pretty well. I think it's about machine learning. I think machine learning is doing stuff now that we just cannot detect by a visible eye. We just cannot detect that. It is just too much data from, as I said earlier, with the landscape changing, data processes are just too much. So I think the machine learning is already detecting invisible patterns that we could not have detected or would not have identified. AI governance, and I tell you, for me, it is not about the SOC. Many of us have a SOC. It's not about you. It's about the AI that augments human judgment. It doesn't replace it, it augments it. I think some people have already spoken about AI will not replace people, will not replace the workforce, but I think it's going to support it. There is going to be some change, but it's going to support AI, and it's going to have to support AI because AI will learn what we tell it to learn or what it learns through other transactional processes. And possibly the other one is the ethical AI, back to ethical AI, back to trust. Those standards are going to become more and more important. Those standards are going to become a part of our DNA as we move along. The future of AI and compliance, and this is not compliance if you're a banker, the normal compliance department, this is just general good governance and compliance around AI and its standards. I think literacy, we've heard about education, we've heard about training. I think AI literacy, I was at Zayed University a couple of days back, and the emphasis on literacy is pretty serious right now. So that literacy must filter its way down to organizations for people to understand what they're doing or how to use whatever they need to use in the AI environment. So literacy is an important component. And I think trust, that trust layer now must incorporate layers of cybersecurity, prevention, compliance, governance, regulatory, and ultimately explode into customer experience. If none of that explodes into customer experience, your trust is gone and your customer experience is gone. So really, my closing thoughts, I didn't want to keep this too long, I'll just show the video in 2 seconds, is that in this era of digital trust, again, I'm using the word trust, compliance, again, is not about, yes, we've done this, yes, we've sent a regulatory report. It's about predicting breaches before it starts to happen. Pretty difficult because all these fraudsters and bad actors are probably 1 or 2 steps ahead of us or very close to what we're doing. But it's something that we must now start looking at and seeing how to do. I think enabling secure, compliant, and trusted ecosystems, I heard the word ecosystems earlier, that ecosystems must be not only within your environment, this must be with environments that connect to you. So that entire ecosystem of trust and compliance will become a bigger player. You now only need to look at your firewalls or what enters your section through your firewalls and your SOC and ABC. You'll also now need to understand what happens with your ecosystems and those that you connect as collaboration, as I heard earlier, collaboration and other activities become more and more important and more relevant. So the trust and the secure in the ecosystems, again the word trust is going to be an important factor as we go along. All right, so I just want to play this video. I don't know where the sound is. Is it playing? Anyway, I think, listen, I think the video emphasizes back on trust. It emphasizes back on these standards that need to be adopted, and it's going to play more and more of a role in our organizations. I think the fact that as we get more into AI and less of the AI noise, we are going to make sure, we are going to have to make sure that our organizations have literacy within our organizations and that we have governance through various standards that we comply to, which will in some point in time become regulatory compliance for us to be compliant to. So Dharsi and WI's, our founding partnerships, will help build that and make sure that we can support you in getting through some of these compliance and regulatory activities. Thank you very much.